A treaty to protect the world's oceans has been agreed after a decade of talks.
Here's a summary of the article.
Washington. For the first time, United Nations members have agreed on a unified treaty to protect biodiversity in the high seas, nearly half the planet's surface, concluding 2 weeks of talks in New York. An updated framework to protect marine life in the region's outside national boundary waters, known as the high seas, had been in discussions for more than 20 years, but previous efforts to reach an agreement had repeatedly stalled. While the oceans may draw less attention, protecting this half of Earth's surface is absolutely critical to the health of our planet. Now that long-awaited treaty text has been finalized, Nicola Clark, an oceans expert at the Pew Charitable Trusts who observed the talks in New York, said, "This is a once-in-a-generation opportunity to protect the oceans, a major win for biodiversity." The treaty will create a new body to manage conservation of ocean life and establish marine protected areas in the high seas. The treaty also establishes ground rules for conducting environmental impact assessments for commercial activities in the oceans. It means all activities planned for the high seas need to be looked at, though not all will go through a full assessment, said Jessica Battle, an oceans governance expert at the Worldwide Fund for Nature.
This post received a score of 16,000, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Good news, guys. It only took US 10 years to realize the ocean is important.
No, it took us 10 years to hammer out a deal that everyone is comfortable following. 10 years for an agreement that they're comfortable claiming to follow.
And no real plan for implementation or enforcement.
Here comes the TSKTS king, sternly worded resolutions and lack of ability to enforce it.
UN passes resolution to condemn global warming.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
That'll pig. That'll pig.
If I had words to make a treaty or two,
I'd sign my name and your name too.
Hey, let's talk about the ocean. It's like super important. Wanna protect it? Yeah, sure. But first, let's get lunch 3,650 times, okay? Alright.
good news. This is vital in ensuring that marine life is protected and preserved for future generations. We must all do our part to ensure that we abide by these rules and regulations.
I wish I had your optimism. This is just a PR campaign and provides countries the opportunity to appear to be doing something IMHO. Took them 10 years to get this knocked out. The Earth changed faster than the glacial pace of progress. I hope your version is the path we go down. Mine is not a good outcome.
UN passing a resolution will do nearly nothing to slow the damage. Does this ban commercial fishing in all international waters in a manner that's being enforced with policing and military force? Didn't think so. Create a new body to manage conservation of ocean life and establish marine protected areas in the high seas. All the power to them. But by the time these conservation areas are established, and any enforcement of these small areas are put into effect, they'll be protecting completely bleached coral formations. I really want to hope that humanity gets our collective shit together, but everything I've seen to date is wildly disappointing.
If you don't feel this will change anything, but you do care about the oceans and want to do something about it, consider not eating any seafood. Seaspiracy is an interesting documentary to watch.
Conspiracy was right there.
Are we going to protect the oceans? Yes, absolutely. Okay, great. We need you to do this one thing? Absolutely not.
World governments agree to fishing moratorium days after last fish is caught and eaten on Twitch.
Don't worry, Yal. There's hope. The future generations will fix it. I'll be DR'd.
My God, you people are insufferable. This is fantastic news. Take what you can get.
Right? It's interesting working for a conservation org that there seems to be no overall awareness or acknowledgement of the incredible efforts that are underway and the money flowing into it. Judging by the comments when this kind of news breaks. Yes, there are a million reasons to be cynical, but there are also a lot of smart people in this world solving problems and undoing damage, and these treaties help direct more government resources to them.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes. and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.